Hello, my name is Jordan Adams. I'm a high school student who is going to Japan in Tokyo over the summer as an intern who is going to work at a foreign company. And the first week I'm going to be staying there, I'm going to be with my dad and sister. Uh, my dad helped me plan for this trip. He also helped me make this video, which is miscellaneous things that I think you should know when traveling or thinking about traveling to Japan. My dad lived in Japan in the past for over 20 years, so he helped me make this video. He gave me lots of useful information. Uh, so first off, passports. Of course, you need a valid passport, and in a lot of countries, you need to make sure that you have a valid passport for 6 months before they let you in. Uh, Definitely make sure to check that it's there and it's valid for beyond the time of your trip. Uh, the next thing is COVID test and vaccination. So in Japan, until recently, they required proof of vaccination, and there are also testing stations at the at the airport in Tokyo, which made you test, and anybody who tests positive would have to stay at the airport, and they couldn't go out. But recently they got rid of this, so that now if you're going to Japan, if you're going to the airport, you don't need any proof of vaccination before your arrival or during your arrival. And speaking about your arrival to the airport, when you get there, obviously you'll get off the plane, then I believe you'll be in immigration, so you'll have to deal with immigration. Then you'll go to baggage, then customs, and in customs you have to declare anything special like maybe lots of specific food item, or maybe you're carrying lots of cash. Uh, at the airport itself, there's going to be money exchange stations. These are going to have a bit higher rates, but also if you go into the city in Tokyo, maybe for example, Shibuya has better rates for exchange. But you definitely need cash in Japan. You definitely want to exchange some US dollars for some yen. I'd recommend just exchange a little bit at the airport, just enough to get you around. And maybe when you find a better spot, like a place in Shibuya, you can get better rates, you can get better deal. But yeah, you definitely need cash. And something unique about Japan is that your American credit cards will also work at most places, especially if they're big corporations. But you have to make sure that many small places are cash only, and they won't accept any cards. So definitely getting around, you need some yen, you need some cash. So, like I said, your main forms of payment will be with your credit card, cash, and a lot of places are accepting Apple Pay, online pay. So about your phone. My phone, for example, I have an iPhone under T-Mobile. You'd have to check with your data covered. But basically, under T-Mobile, my phone works. I will get text. I can use the Wi-Fi. I can pretty much do most things I would usually do. With phone calls, though, it's a bit more challenging. There's a lot of options to get local Japanese. Like you can get local Japanese phone numbers, you can get the benefits. And without the roaming charges for T-Mobile or Verizon. One method is a SIM card. You can buy a SIM card in Japan temporarily, and this will give you the option. This will give you a local Japanese phone number, and you can use data. There's also something called Pocket Wi-Fi you can buy at the airport. It's basically like a little Wi-Fi, a portable Wi-Fi brick that gives you Wi-Fi wherever you are. Uh, so another big question is visas, not the credit card, but travel visas. So Americans, they can go to Japan and stay up for 3 months under something that's called a tourist visa. Under the tourist visa, you just say you're there to you're there on vacation, you're there to tour, and you can get it up to you can get 3 months under the tourist visa. One limitation is that you cannot work in Japan. You'll get fined or even deported. And legally to work in Japan, you'll need a work visa, which is a bit harder to get. Something you can also do is get a student or cultural visa, which allows some work. And in my case, I'm going on a tourist visa. Uh, even though I even though I'm American, I was actually born in Japan. So I do have my Japanese passport, and this allows me to work as an intern for my company. And even though I'm going on a tourist visa, I don't need a work visa. And there's some cases for your tourist visa where you can ask for an extension while you're there for I think an additional 3 months, and this could bring you up to 6 months as a tourist. So you can definitely do that. Another big, another big factor to consider is your insurance. For insurance, you have to contact your insurance company to find out whether you'll be covered in Japan. Uh, Lots of international hospitals in Japan will accept American coverage and insurance. And also in airports, there's little stations that offer short-term insurance. So that might be an option too. Another big factor is to set up an emergency contact and share that with people you trust in America. So maybe people you might know, people you care about you, they want to know what's going on if something happens to you. So just make sure they have an option, they have a way to find out what's going on with you. And yeah, thank you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.